Guys, what's the crack? Welcome back to another episode of Meet the Members, where we have the chance to sit down with some of the incredible residents of Ormeau Baths.
Sound effect in later.
Yeah, it's a pretty low tech show. It's a high tech studio they provide, but we need a soundboard and all to add in the big round of applause and all. Jimmy Fallon, bring the green screen back down. But no, I feel a little bit embarrassed today because we're in the presence of audio visual greatness of Nick Patterson from Sync Imaging, and Nick is a photographer. I've had a chance to get to know Nick while working in the baths. I had the chance to talk to Nick at length about lots of stuff, and today we're just going to hop on and find a wee bit more about him for you guys, and how he's found working in the baths and how it's improved his business and indeed his life, perhaps, depending how deep we swim in the glass of water. To start off with, tell us about your latest and greatest skateboarding achievement.
There hasn't been one. I haven't been on it. No, I'm just keeping limbs in line at the minute.
So survival and joint alignment is really the goal.
Yeah.
It's the dream.
I'm sticking to water, so
Nice.
it's stand-up paddleboarding and surfing.
Cool.
Only.
Have you parked the board for a while?
No, it needs a dust off. I've been meaning to get back because there's a few of the wee spots have been closed up.
Yeah.
Over the time, so yes, I need to revisit that.
Cool.
Definitely.
So if you had to choose between the surfboard and the SUP board,
Yes.
what would you choose?
Surfboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of supping. It's been very flat calm
Yeah.
over summer.
Well, I never actually thought of that. It's the.
Yeah.
Do you take both, or do you
winter
look at the weather
storms.
before you go?
Thanks to the technology of inflatable boards, yes, stick it in the back.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And are SUPs more child friendly, or are your kids pro surfers by now?
No, they're more child friendly. Yes.
Nice.
Son number one is on the surfing.
Okay, cool.
He's got a lady to impress.
Oh well,
So he
then
wants
instantly the hair's gonna grow long. The abs are gonna pop out.
No, he kind of models the same hair.
The sick fade.
He likes the one and twos.
The conscription.
Streamlining.
Exactly. It's all about functionality. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
No, haircuts like that scare the crap out of me.
When's the last time you had a buzz cut?
Never.
Ever?
No.
What?
No, that's scary.
Wow. Why does it scare you? You afraid that what your head will really look like?
Actually, I had a chiropractor once that worked on me for a few things, and she did this head thing. She said, "You have what we would describe in the medical industry as an ugly head." So that's why I have a lot of hair
I like
to cover.
And I mean, this is you.
head.
This is you pretty trim. I
this
think,
is growing out a little.
I think
bit.
I saw you. I don't know exactly when it was. In my head, it was after lockdown.
Yes.
I feel like you were Jesus.
I was reliving a bit of student days,
I like
definitely,
that.
and
I like that.
I'm not going near any barbers for. It wasn't really for COVID reasons, but no, I was just going with the flow.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
but no, it had to come off.
So without asking you, and I'm really not asking you to reveal secret locations,
Yeah.
what you can talk about. Where is your favourite place to surf in Northern Ireland?
I don't think it's any big secret. We're up the north coast because it's
Yeah.
handy. White Rocks.
Nice.
White Rocks is the spot.
Oh, White Rocks is so
When
good
it's
as
working,
well.
it's good.
It's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then nip over to Bothy and you're flying.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about your business and how you ended up in Ormeau Baths.
Okay. Well, I've been in the industry for a very long time. It's probably getting close to about 25 years.
Unbelievable.
So we did touch on wee bits before, just from work experience at about 16 through. I have established Sync Imaging in 2005.
Nice.
So it's been a good while, and it's been a good run. A bumpy roller coaster run, but lots of fun. No, I'm very lucky. I've got one of the best jobs in the world.
Yeah.
I just I love any camera work. Is why we're doing video and 360, and I finally I went for the drone as well.
Nice.
So we've had that over summer, which has been a lot of fun too.
Cool.
So we're just anything imagery,
Yeah.
anything camera based. I love, and any strange and funky new techniques. I love. I like to mix that in with there's a lot of, I don't know, there's not a lot of brains in the noggin, but it's like a sponge of imaging knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there's too many scenarios that I haven't been in that I could work out. So
I mean, and that's like, it's so invaluable, because like if I'm a startup in here and I need pretty much anything on the imaging front, I can come to you and you can basically do it. And if not, you're incredibly well connected, where you're like, actually the whole graphic stuff, like maybe it's better if such and such does, and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that you've built that kind of roundedness to your business. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, I only do drones, or I only do this.
Yeah. No, I think because of the nature of, well, we'll take it away from photography, digital imaging.
Yeah.
It really does apply. Like there's not any industry or job or, you know, someone's work that I can't work with.
Yeah.
You know, so it is really, and I think my background in working in a lot of different studios give me access to people who were architectural, you know, and that's all they did, and portraiture, and that's all they did, and I worked with each of those, so I could take all those little bits. I think that's how I was built.
Yeah.
So you could throw stuff at me. I think we could pretty much handle anything. There's been
And you like the I think from like the small amount that I do know you, like you strike me as someone who you enjoy the figuring out. You know, it's like that process of the figuring out process. I think you kind of get a bit of a kick out of as well.
Yeah. No, I like working with people who know exactly what they want, and we can give them exactly what they want.
Yeah.
And I like working with people who have no clue what they want, and I'm like, okay, well, we can do X, Y, and Z, and you know, it's just, I think the thing I like most is working with the people, because you're always going to have to go through someone to get to somewhere. If it's not people photography, you know, you're doing a product for them, or you're photographing their a location for them that they're not necessarily in. You still have to work with people to get there. Yeah. So it's nice. I've had a lot of great feedback, which is, you know, got what we wanted and more.
Yeah.
And I quite like doing that.
Yeah.
And it's not, again, something I think I mentioned before. It's definitely the love of the work over the charging for the work.
Sure. Yeah. But I mean, ultimately the biggest compliment as well is repeat business.
Yes.
You know,
like we're doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you know, your line of work, it's a lot of going on location, a lot of like video and shooting kind of like on site. So in theory, you know, the post-production, whether it's a still image or a moving image, you could do that anywhere. Coffee shop, bedroom, preferably not, you know, kitchen table, definitely preferably not when the kids are at home. Why do you choose to come to Ormeau Baths? Like, why have you made this your business home?
Yeah, well, I had a studio based in Bangor for 4 years, which was a great space, and it was kind of it was a combination of all the best bits of all the studios that I worked in, but the location was just not, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Clients from Belfast didn't want to come down to Bangor, even though there's better facilities and with the ability to do better work than some of the studios that were in Belfast. So that when that went, it was very much, it was moved back into home again, and then with the family of 5 of us, tight, and I just needed a space to sort of a space that I could not lock myself in a box and work away, but just somewhere that I knew I'm in work, you know, that's what we're here to do, and we can crack on with it. So so it was great to, I did look around a few places, and sort of I came here second, and I definitely came right back here after I looked at the other places. But you know yourself, you come in and you see folk. It's important as well, sort of for healthy mind, just to sort of say hello to someone, how you getting on, what did you do at the weekend, other than obviously I know what I did at the weekend with the family, so so it's really nice to do that. And you know, it's great in here because there is such a mix of folk that if you need something done, you can ask. You know, the management staff in here, Claire and Emma and Jenna and everybody are just phenomenal. If you there's a friend recently has asked me about doing a live stream of a charity event for them. Haven't done any live stream stuff. So I came down and spoke to Emma and Lisa Bailey from Barclays about live stream, and they said, oh, we can put you on with someone. So it's easy. It's just easy. All you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
Same way you were saying, if anyone has questions about photography, I'm more than happy to say, look, do this. And I can do it for you.
Yeah.
Startup businesses, it's not there may not be a budget for anything
and
like that.
Sometimes you don't want to be paid in cereal. Sometimes Great British pounds are preferable.
That's what the mortgage guys keep asking for, unfortunately.
I keep giving them boxes of Cheerios, but they keep sending them back, Flipsy.
We don't give them Weetabix. No, so yeah, but so it's I'm kind of a bit of an open door, and a lot of the guys will come up, and that's been a great thing working here as well, that there's been there's other groups in here, some of the bigger offices, some of the entrepreneur guys, and they'll say to the likes of Claire or Emma, and say, oh, we need a photo or we need a bit of video done. Who do you know anyone who could do that? And it's really great that they could just dander upstairs and go, hey, can I chat to you? It's that easy.
Totally.
And it is. I'd say the door's open, but I don't have a door upstairs, so we can't stop you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I love, and that's actually something we haven't talked about yet as part of this kind of series. There's a huge value add in you being here for all of us. And what I mean by that is, we can walk upstairs and be like, Nick, I need this specific maybe piece of software, or I'm stuck on this one thing, and instantly you could be like, yeah, boom, no problem, boom, 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 bada bing, bada boom, and it's done. There's the solution. You've saved us 1 week of hitting our heads against the wall. And there's lots of situations like that where I can just go and have a quick conversation with the guy who does PPC. I can go and have a quick conversation with the guy who does podcasts, and I go and do a quick conversation, and it's that kind of the network itself, or the community itself, is so valuable, because you're not charging, you're not billing hours out for that sort of advice, because it's give and take. And I love that kind of you scratch my back, I scratch yours, but it's not even as explicit as that. It's just yeah, of course, no problem, what do you need, here's 5 minutes. It's cool.
It's nice to be able to do that, and it's nice to be able to
give and receive.
Absolutely.
Awesome, mate. Final question then. I know, woohoo, there's not a wee sound effect for you. When did you come to the Baths? That's not the final question. Before you're like, sorry, that's it. You said one more.
I have been here for 3 years.
3 years, nice.
Yeah.
So
August 2000.
Even in the 3 years, then a lot has changed for you, and a lot has changed for your business.
Yes.
You're a long-standing business in comparison to everyone in here. Really, 2005 is crazy, but last 3 years. There's COVID, there's a whole bunch of other things that's gone on inside and outside of work. If you could go back to Nick, whenever he just walked into Ormeau Baths 3 years ago, and you were looking for a place to kind of call home, what advice would you give to that Nick?
Well, other than invest heavily in Perspex and mask manufacture and toilet roll. Yeah,
buy a toilet roll factory in Shanghai.
I think if I was to operate beside myself coming in here, it's I would probably have said, don't be bothering looking anywhere else, just get in here. I kind of wish this was more available. I'd actually set up the studio because I was looking for something like this, which wasn't really more common in London and whatnot. It's shared workspace, but not so much over here. So it was really sort of halfway through my 4 years in Bangor in the studio that it started popping up more, and it's super to have, because I don't want to come out of a box room at home and into a box room in another building, and it's such a fabulous place. I loved it when it was an art gallery. It's great for just doing, even if any of the guys in here say I need a quick headshot, there's so many places to choose from to take it. You got nice bare brick, you got backgrounds, funky tiled floors. It's very easy to, you've got it all in here in house, and use the biggest event space across the way for a studio when I need it. I book in, so it's as easy as having a client arrive, go upstairs, we can shoot it, I can go to my desk, we can work on it.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
And it should be.
Yeah.
You know.
And at the end of the day, it's a nice drive back to Bangor. That's you.
No, I'm not. I'm in Belfast. I was living in Belfast driving to Bangor.
No, you weren't.
Yes.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Flip.
Easiest commute ever because everyone was going the wrong way. But
crazy.
yeah.
I'm
Bangor. I'm
born and bred in Bangor.
Born and bred in
I didn't
Bangor,
realise that. I thought you
yeah.
lived in Bangor while you had your studio in Bangor.
No.
There you go.
No.
I've got my cost for entry in doing this. Then I've learned something new about you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, look, thank you once again for taking the time
Pleasure.
to do this. And
Thank you, no problem.
thank you so much, Fourth Wall, for checking this out. Really appreciate you spending this time with us, getting to know Nick. And if you'd like to check out some of the other episodes in this series, get to know some more of the incredible members who call Ormeau Baths their professional home, their work home. Not really sure. I'm still trying to figure out the right wee coin phrase for that one.
Home from home.
Home from home. Oh, there you go. Made not just a visual guy. I like that. I like that. You can check it out on their website, and of course, if you're interested in finding a place to work, either yourself or your team, and you're interested in Ormeau Baths, you can book a wee tour and come see us. And other than that, hope you have a good rest of your day, and hope you have a good rest of your day. Peace out.
Goodbye from him.
Cheers, and it's goodbye from me.